Sucking on my own dick. Yeah, you know I'm sucking on my own dick. Sucking on my dick. Everybody's sucking their own dicks. Sucking on our own dicks. Everybody's sucking their own dicks. Sucking on our dicks. Yeah, you know I'm sucking on my dicks.
So, Nick, what's it going to be like when you're on death row? What do you think?
I do think about that. I hope that, like, if I'm on death, I would be down to be on death row if I thought maybe Werner Herzog was going to interview me. But I think he's already done like 3 of those, so he's probably like done with it.
Nah, but you'd contact him and you'd be like, yo, but like, I'm fucked up.
I would have to get his attention somehow with a crime.
What kind of crime do you think would catch his fancy?
It would need to be big because the man is very particular about his interest. I don't know. I would have to do something really crazy.
Yeah, something like definitely international news.
Yeah, but then it would fall apart because like the minute he would be like, "Why did you like? What drove you to do this?" I'd be like, "To meet you." Actually, that could be a great movie.
That could be a great movie. I would enjoy it, I think.
Yeah, because then he would have to reflect on like, well, have I contributed to culture?
Mm-hmm.
Am I bad?
Am I responsible for this man's crimes in some way?
Maybe I could get Werner Herzog to kill himself, which he should do since he made the movie Queen of the Desert and it sucked just recently.
You hear that, Werner Herzog?
Don't make bad movies anymore. Maybe if you didn't make Queen of the Desert, I wouldn't have murdered, 13 orphans who all had the same initials. Something crazy. Just throwing that out there, just
you travel
off the top of my
around
head. Yeah.
Finding orphans with those initials, or did you find kids with those initials and then kill their parents separately over many years to create orphans?
You're thinking so small. I adopt these children. Fuck, I raise them for a few years.
Yeah,
and
you'd be a good dad.
I would be such a good dad to these kids, only to make them more scared and confused
They'd be so confused
when it all goes down. I'd give them a big plate of cookies the night that I would do it.
Kids love a fucking plate of cookies.
I'd give them cookies and Nintendo DS, and then the minute the big hand strikes 12, it's all done.
It's all done. And then what do?
Then you arrange them on the lawn and lay them out and wait for Werner to come. I don't know, man. What do you want from me?
You make them into a nice Lincoln log type arrangement.
Yeah, I'd make like a super kid. I'd make like a when people make art out of trash.
Yeah,
that's what I would do with the
You'd
kids.
make a fucking Burning Man sculpture out of dead kids.
I would make the Iron Giant out of dead kids. And then I would debone.
That's your message to Steven.
Yeah.
Big Iron Giant of dead kids.
Out of dead kids.
And then when the news is like, "What is this?" You're like, "This is what he did."
Yeah, it's like this is only 7 kids, and a small price to pay to make the larger point of the faceless thousands, probably.
Mm-hmm.
That old Stevie Spiels is.
Old Stevie Spiels, the antagonist of this podcast.
We are starting off hot. I am 3. I need to be so careful. Leave this in, of course, but I am literally 3 degrees of separation away from Steven Spielberg.
This is like the 4th time we brought him up, Nick, and you've said this.
I know, but it's like I did an escape room with the guy who's his personal assistant, and I'm also like on a lot of public records saying
that he's a
I
pedophile.
think he's a Satanist pedophile.
We're gonna take him down.
And I think that the girl from Poltergeist died in a ritualistic satanic child murder.
Mm-hmm. Anal contusions.
Anal
cause of death.
I mean, the craziest.
Which is a very sexual cause of death.
It's a very sexual. I mean, it gets me a little hot, and I get a little hot under the collar.
If I was a pedophile, I would be fucking. I'd be hooting and hollering right now. My tongue would be rolling out of my damn mouth like a wolf.
If you were a pedophile.
If I was a pedophile, which I am not, because I don't want to fuck anything. How can I be a pedophile if I have no dick at all?
It is. You were in the chat. And you were just like, now that I'm on these pills, I wonder if I'm going to start having crushes again. And I'm just like, your dick doesn't work.
It doesn't work, but I do feel emotions again.
I was just thinking of that Harlan Ellison story, I have no mouth and I must scream. Like, just a computer. Like, that would be, if there was like an...
me looking down. My dick is just fucking, it's like Neo's mouth when, like, he's in, like, the first movie where he tries to talk and it goes, whoa.
They just spray, like, the weird, like, skin, like, spray paint. That's what it looks like. Somebody, like, spray painted, like, skin over his mouth hole. That's what's happening to your dick right now. I bet that if you pulled your pants down, it would just be like a weird puddle.
No, it's my normal dick. It's very small, but that might just because it's been cold this week.
Brendan, you could. Some things can be left to the. You don't have to. I want you to give yourself just some wins.
Sorry,
We don't need to reveal it all.
my dick is a solid 4 inches soft. Hell yeah, bitch.
I mean, that's
fine,
That's
soft.
Soft. That's not bad.
Yeah,
Anything
yeah.
could happen.
Anything could
Anything could happen.
happen. Anything at all. It could stay exactly as long and just grow wide.
That would be really sick.
Like only the left side of it fills with blood, so it just fucking like turns.
I just started.
turns in on itself.
I just
It's all
started
uneven.
because I've been real down on my dick because I think I've just been depressed, and then like
That'll get you down on
it'll
the
get
old
you real
dick.
down on your dick, and then like since I started taking care of myself, I was like, I mean, I'm not a very hairy person, but where I have hair, it's ridiculous. Like my armpits are really hairy,
Mhm.
and so I finally started like trimming my pubes, because I'm like, I need to get this shit under control, and I'm like. Oh, hey, there he is. You know, I was like,
Hey, buddy.
things are way better. I think I like literally like my pubes are. I've like finally looked in the mirror as I was shaving my pubes. I was also looking at like the length of pubes that were coming off. I was like, this is not right. I definitely have way too many of these.
Pick one up and pull it out as long as it goes.
Oh, it's like there was literally one as long as my index finger.
buddy.
I know.
No, I'm saying that's not. I feel like I got solid 8 inches. Way longer than my dick.
Are you kidding?
If I pulled him out straight,
Brendan, that is bad, dude.
maybe I'm
Your
wrong.
pubes are longer than your dick. You just said that on the podcast.
Wait, no. I would like to retract this statement.
What the fuck is going on?
No, my pubes are at their absolute maximum potential.
You have
at the moment.
8-inch pubes. I can't believe I let you make me feel weird for a minute. All I had to do was think about what you said. That is fucking weird.
I think I'm wrong. You know what? Now I'm going on the record. I'm gonna say my dick's real good. My pubes are short.
I think that it's a little bit too late, but okay.
Ah, fuck. Well. Oh well, but yeah, I mean, I haven't fucked since March, and I haven't even thought that I might fuck since March.
you
So
can't be fucking.
my pubes are as long as they grow. You know,
Damn.
my pubes are the equivalent of like that Guinness Book of World Records, like Indian man, where his hair is like all like a long board.
Right. Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Or like those women that or like the guys in like those guys who don't. I guess they're like disconnected from their body. Like they're just like sort of like conscious, just like beings of like pure consciousness, and they just like let their fucking fingernails grow until they're just like gnarled around their wrist and they can't use their hand anymore.
Yeah,
That's
that
what
shit
you're-
fucking sucks. That's not enlightenment. You're fucking gross, dude.
Well, I think it. Hang on, don't shit on enlightenment. I think that I think that it might be enlightenment.
Nah. I have pills now. I'm not depressed anymore. I am now a rational fucking. I'm like a 2010 era internet atheist. I'm fucking edgy, dude.
We got to get you off.
I'm
these
Ricky
pills.
Gervais, bitch.
People have already been messaging me telling me to flush your pills.
It was just Andy.
There was
Who,
a couple more.
who else was it?
I can't be divulging.
Ah, what? Because I thought they kicked in sooner than they actually did and became manic immediately.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah.
What's wrong with
that's
that?
Nothing. I
It
didn't
made
say
for
that
it
at
made
all.
for a fine episode, decent ep.
You're right. Your episodes make for good episodes.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of like a fun rhyme.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a rhyme. but
Oh man, I think I made my therapist mad because he he accidentally made a very funny joke, but he was not joking. He was saying because he's trying to tell me, he's like, these problems did not come recently. Like these things start earlier in life. Then and the point is like, look at your childhood. Like these depressions probably been there for years.
Yeah.
This is all pretty gay. But anyway, and then he's like, feelings are bad. But he's like, the thing is, no one wakes up and they say, well, today is a good day. I think I will have a full-on depressive episode and attempt to hurt myself. And then I just like was like,
you start laughing at
yeah, I
him?
just start laughing, and he's like, oh no, this is not joke.
He should have just taken the laugh, dude.
Yeah.
He should have appreciated
Take
the
the
fact
laugh.
that he. I wonder, but you know what's so funny? I
Mhm.
wonder if he got that response today. You watch him try that with other patients now. He's like, he's got the. He's like, oh, that killed once. He's gonna start trying it on his other fucking loopy
Mhm.
loopy weirdos
Yeah,
that he
hey.
sees.
I'm as close to being a professional comedian as I ever have been. I'm still so far away, but
Yeah.
he should feel fucking exalted by my jubilance.
Do you think? I feel like, and not to shatter the illusion of having a therapist, but like a therapist must see so many people that like, because you would think it's like very personalized and like you're getting like their undivided attention, but they probably have a set list, kind of like comics, right? They probably play the hits a couple, especially on slow days.
Especially a bad therapist, you can definitely tell.
Yeah,
Like you can tell when they're not really listening and they're like plugging in like, "Oh, you're this situation."
right.
Mm-hmm.
So that does happen,
Yeah, like I've had therapists before do that shit.
dude. There's no like I was.
But
talking-
I wouldn't care. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, it is. You really just like want the sounding board. I was talking like with my friend because I guess like what is the template of the perfect mind that we're all like striving to achieve? Like, because every piece of advice you get from a therapist of like behaviors to either like modify or correct, like who I want to know what the theoretical, because it can't exist, right? It can't, like there's nobody who has like a perfectly healthy brain. It doesn't exist. So what is the, like I want to know like what the template is for like the theoretically like completely mentally well person.
I guess it's just like when you can't diagnose any disorders on it and the person is happy and able to manage their life.
That guy probably sucks though.
Yeah, he probably has like kids. He probably coaches little league.
Nah, but see, you're describing someone who probably definitely has like like this is what I'm saying. Like I don't think there's any. I was talking about this because my friend's got a friend. I'm trying not to use anybody's names. I don't know why. But
What, you're a therapist now?
No, they do like they're like a social worker. And like to be like you go and they work with these like really like these people who have like really intense situations and like but there's no way to not like take it home with you because like theoretically like the perfect social worker would be somebody who could like be like very intense and caring and like in the moment when they're like on the job and then just like completely disconnect like when they go home. And it's like it doesn't it's really hard to
Yeah,
do that.
yeah, you
And
can't
I don't
do
think
that.
anybody can do it. So like what is that like they were talking about like what is theoretically like the perfect like social but
Well, I guess the perfect social worker would be like a psychopath, like someone who's very manipulative, who's able to use it for good, and then immediately not care the moment they walk out of there.
that's awesome.
Did I just give you a path?
I'm doing that, dude. Yeah, I can help people.
Yeah.
That
Old
would be-
dark
I would-
Nick.
Dude, I wonder how long it would go though before I started using my powers for evil. I wonder how long the altruism would last.
It would not last.
It wouldn't.
I think
last
what
at
would
all.
happen is it would slip immediately, and you would overestimate your ability to do it.
No, I know. I'm
I think you'd
well
tip
aware
you-
of my abilities.
Nah, I think you'd tip your hand.
No, I don't think so. I
Because you would start bragging to the people about how good you were at manipulating
okay,
them.
come on, stop. I wouldn't brag. I would maybe like. I wouldn't brag to. Maybe I would brag to them. I don't know. I do that a little bit, don't I?
Yeah, yeah.
I do it to you.
You're like, I'm a master manipulator, and then later you try to manipulate me, and I'm like, Nick.
Well, hang on. Sometimes you just think that I'm manipulating you, and I'm not.
That's true. I mean,
Beca-
definitely, I have a lot of weird baggage where like anyone like steers me in any sort of gentle way, and I'm like, ugh!
Like literally, like one time we were gonna go get snacks, and I was like, "Do you want to go to the dollar store because snacks are cheaper?" And then you did like a full stop and turn. You said, "You're just trying to get me to take you grocery shopping," and I was like, "No, I'm not. If I want to go,
It's because I'm
grocery shop-
fucking traumatized, Nick. I
Alright,
think
I'm
everyone's
sorry.
trying to trick me.
well, some of us are.
Did you fuck him, Nick?
Oh my god!
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my, it's all coming out.
just
all right,
kidding.
well, these pills.
That
are
was a
doing-
bit.
The pills are doing something else.
Mm-hmm.
I love this. You've set the little Christmas tree up. It's a very festive room. In
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, my mom thought I was going to kill myself, I think, so she mailed me a Christmas in a box.
Oh, there's Patrice's on the tree.
Yeah, my sister made these ornaments with
Oh, Stuart Lee.
with comedians on them.
And there's a couple on there that
Yeah,
we
'cause-
shouldn't be talking about.
Because she texted me and she just said,
Wait a minute. There are like, are there deliberately? I see 4 where I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing?
here's how this happened. My sister texted me and she said, who do you think the best comedians of all time were? So I gave her a list. You know, I didn't know what it was for. So then she sends me these ornaments, and it's all canceled people.
You know that as this one specifically right here, you know that as she was making this
Which
one,
one is it? The Cosby?
Yeah, I was trying to like be good. I
I
guess
already.
it doesn't
I
matter. Yeah.
posted this on Instagram. Who
Oh,
cares?
okay. All right, cool.
Yeah, I posted on Instagram. I posted Cosby, Louis, Roseanne, and Lemaire all in a little cluster.
That's awesome. They're
Free
all-
Lemaire.
Yeah. He is of the same caliber as those men, and also what he did was as bad.
Mm-hmm. But we defend him all the same, just
have to.
as all three of those other people.
He's a black guy.
Yeah, Lemaire's black, so
Us defending Lemaire, we're basically fucking John Brown, dude, leading the slaves to the salvation they deserve.
I'm glad you explained who John Brown was.
You didn't know.
No, I started thinking of Ron Johnson for some reason.
Who is Ron Johnson?
He's like a Joe Rogan guest.
I don't know.
He's
that.
one of the intellectual dark web guys, I think.
Man, can I tell you something that's so fucked up that I started doing?
What?
So I started watching Owen Benjamin's because Owen Benjamin just like posts he'll basically just like posting like hour-long stand-up specials on his YouTube channel.
He's a very bad man.
But it's all I know he's a very bad man, but it's like literally in every description it's like new stand-up hour long. I get into a fight with somebody, and this like every single one he like gets into a fight with an audience member, and it is just like such mentally ill crazy comedy. But it is also the first time I've been excited by watching comedy in a long time because he's not incompetent. Like he knows how to be on stage. Some of his jokes are even fairly well written, but then he'll just go down a path where you're like, whoa, this is very dangerous and very exciting. And like, how the fuck are you gonna justify this? And he barely does, but it's just insane to see it. And it's also insane to see him like say really crazy things and still not totally lose the crowd. I mean, granted, they're like his his fans or whatever, but yeah, it's the first rush I've gotten in a while from watching stand up.
Yeah, he's a weird dude. I've opened for him twice, and both times he managed to let within a couple minutes of meeting me slip in the fact that he fucked Christina Ricci. It's like, if I met you twice years apart and you told me that both times, you tell every opener that every
Oh,
night.
he totally does.
Yeah.
He did this 2-hour music video where he was explaining why he was just explaining why his daddy issues, basically, that his father, he was like, my father became so liberal that he would lie about what time it was to us, at which he doesn't elaborate on. Like, it sounds so interesting. I'm just like, I want to know.
I mean, he's slowly slipping into that ideal of the schizophrenic comedian going up and reporting on like there was the dude in Lancaster, just the fucking absolute psycho who would go up and do structurally perfect observational comedy on a world that doesn't exist.
I love that, though.
It was beautiful. Someday I'll get there. Well, no, now I won't. I was on my way, but thanks to these fucking pills, everything's good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing better.
Yeah.
That's what you think. But
Nah, I can tell.
he did a 2-hour video. It's so interesting. He's like one of those guys where it's called I think it's called the decline of music since the 1950s, and then parentheses the death of beauty. it's just him. He's comparing the top 500 songs as ranked by Rolling Stone versus what the Billboard #1 songs were for each year. I didn't get that far into it. I think his assertion is the Billboard is actually the voice of the people, and what the songs that are picked by intellectual elitists are actually evil. And so it's such a, I gotta stop going down rabbit holes on YouTube.
Yeah, this is all you. I don't understand it because you've seen every movie, but then anytime I'm like, Nick, what have you been watching? You're just Facebook Live.
Well, yeah, because I've already seen every movie, dude. I have been watching Facebook. I started watching the show on Facebook. It's called Extreme Love or something, and it's just I watched a 45-minute episode of a show only on Facebook about brothers and sisters who are in love with each other.
They shouldn't be.
And well, there's a loop. If you don't have kids, you can live together. They've all figured the
They'll
loopholes
let you.
out. They'll let you.
You try to have a kid, it's rude. People get hot in the collar.
Yeah, well, because you start having these, you can't just I mean, but I don't know.
It is funny though that you can do it once and nothing that bad happens.
But if you keep doing it,
Yeah, I mean obviously it should be illegal no matter what. But
Yeah.
like, it's pretty funny that like incest can happen a couple times before it actually is like.
I used to have this thought. This is like one of my when I was doing a lot of drugs, like in high school, and I was just like, man, like imagine where human evolution would be if all the main. Because, like, I was remember reading about it. I'm probably wrong about this, but I remember reading about a time, like, in, like, Europe and, like, Russia and Ukraine, where, like, alcohol was cleaner than water. Like, there was no clean water. So people just,
Yeah, like they drink beer on ships and shit.
right, they would drink, like, and, like, children would drink it, too. And so, like, I would assume that would go for, like, pregnant women as well. So, like, just, like, think about how much, like, you and I, like, if you follow the human lineage back far enough, there's a point where just like fetal alcohol syndrome and inbreeding was just like happening concurrently at the same time. Everyone just
For
had
like 400 years.
for like 400 like where are we supposed to be versus like where we are right now?
I don't know. Man, and it's fucking only it's like the last 50 years that people like don't drink pregnant.
Yeah. Yeah, like what the like we should be oh man, we're not smart. We're not smart enough to be
Yeah.
on our own.
And I mean, just imagine if my mom drank. Like, look at me now. I'm tiny.
You'd be little,
I'm
dude,
strange.
You would fit in a thimble. I would carry you around in my shirt pocket.
I'd do tiny riffs from in there.
Imagine if you were a little, if it was like The Borrowers, but for comedy. If you just
I
like
think people would like that.
if you were just my little like ratatouille, where I just like you're just like in my hair, and then my jokes are better because you're like tugging on my
Yeah.
my follicles.
If I'm just 6 inches tall and very rude.
That would be so good. Dude.
I have a little suit. I drive around a little car.
How would we meet each? Yeah, just like the mouse and the motorcycle, Runaway Ralph.
Mhm.
That's what you would be.
That's what I would be.
How would we even meet each other? Like I would just be like I would just be like cleaning something one day, and I'd just be like, "Hey, hey!" And you're just like in a little seat. You've been making your own clothes, living in my walls,
Yeah.
and that's the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
I'm
But
in a
then-
little wooden chair on top of your desk. I'd say, hello there.
dude. That would be sick. But then you get a little too big for your britches.
I gain 1 inch and I lose my mind.
Well, you want people to start knowing that it's you,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd say that just can't be because the world will not accept a 5-inch fucking moron telling jokes.
Yeah, and plus I'm premature, fetal alcohol syndrome. I got that big fucking blue vein.
Oh,
on
it's
the
so
forehead.
fun. You're right, because I'm imagining you as just like cartoonishly like shrunk down, just like you're still you. But if this were realistic, yeah, you
I'd
would
be
also.
a fucking mongoloid. I'd be a little waterhead.
Your heart is like on the outside.
Yeah.
You're just like
I have no skin.
That-
I only feel pain.
that is how the borrower. The borrowers should have actually been a family of just like fucked people with just like bones jutting out of their like
Mhm.
their like stomach.
I cough and all my ribs shoot out the side of me, and I'm like, ah.
This is a great movie.
Yeah, we should write this.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Little Brendan.
Yeah. If you are listening and you are a film producer who is not part of
The Hollywood Cabal.
the Hollywood pedophile cabal, go ahead and slide into those DMs.
Can I tell you, I'm really pleased with the DMs lately. We've been getting some.
We'd like to throw up a big hosanna.
We want to throw out some hosannas to the people sliding into both the Coward Hour DMs and our private DMs
Mhm.
because it was real dicey for a while.
It was getting rough.
We were getting very worried about the people whom we were attracting.
Yeah.
But I got like 3 DMs this week where I was just like, oh, this feels really nice.
It feels nice. Yeah. No one tried to show me their dick this week.
Yes.
If you're the guy who-
Dude, that is so funny.
If you're I forget who it was. If you're the guy who asked if I would look at your dick, thank you for being a fan. I meant that when I said that.
Hey, at least he asked.
Yeah, he asked.
He
That's
asked.
fine.
That's great.
You're not getting a Me Too from me, brother.
Yeah. You're getting we'll give you a light hosanna for asking.
Plato's
But just be a fuck.
on
can
the
you-
scale of hosannas. We need to make a fucking hosanna pyramid that we put up.
Maybe we'll give him like a little give him a little praise be.
Mm-hmm.
Not a full hosanna. Small
Yeah.
praise be.
Praise be.
But also don't be a fucking weird. Just say you like the podcast. What do you think's gonna happen if you send us your dick pics?
I don't know. Maybe he thought he'd get to see my dick.
No.
No, I can't imagine.
Why would he want that?
Yeah, because I mean, I don't paint a pretty picture of it on the pod.
Maybe it's alpha to like have a bad dick. And is it alpha to make fun of your own dick?
I don't know.
Because all all science that I know would point to a self cuck, but maybe it's I don't know.
It's a super reverse cock.
Maybe you're playing like fourth dimensional chess with your dick game, dude. If
Yeah.
You just like hate your dick and make fun of it. Women are like, I love that.
Yeah. It's like what people thought. Like, remember when people used to the meme about like how far ahead like Trump is playing in advance all his moves?
Yeah.
That's me with just my PR game for my own cock.
Yeah. You're just like hitting your dick with the back end of a hammer. It's just like
Fucking squashing it.
you're just squashing your dick, which I guess is awesome.
I'm just meat tenderizing it.
Yeah. Your dick looks like ground turkey.
Yeah. It's a puddle.
Yeah.
It's a fucking pile of meat.
That's awesome.
It's fucking Play-Doh spaghetti.
Do they still make Play-Doh? I know this is such a weird thing to ask.
I don't think I've seen it in a while, but also I guess I don't go in toy stores.
Do toy stores exist?
I don't know. I think the last time I was in when I was killing time in New York, and I just went to the Lego store.
No, a Lego store definitely exists. Lego, dude.
Yeah.
I was at. So we were shooting this thing at Funny or Die over the weekend. Or no, was it over the weekend? I guess today's Tuesday.
Yeah. Today's Tuesday.
I guess it would have had to been over the weekend. And they had like a gift drive in the office, and like they had just a fucking big. They had like the big Lego one of like the haunted. It's weird. It was the haunted house, even though it's like Christmas.
Mhm.
But it's like the big elaborate one with all the ghosts and everything. And I wanted to put that fucking thing together so bad, dude. I love Legos.
Legos are good.
Legos are so sick.
They're really fucking good. I wasted so much of my goddamn life on Legos.
I remember when I was gonna work a construction job. It was one of my first jobs was gonna be like working a construction job when I was like 17.
Mm-hmm.
My mom is so
This
funny.
seems out of character for you.
No, I love physical labor.
Well, now you're a big, strong man, of course.
I was really strong when I was younger. That was like
Oh, really?
That was when I was like really like working out a lot. I'm getting back there. Look,
Mhm.
Power Nick is coming.
Yeah. I can't wait to have to retake the photos because we're so buff.
I'm so glad that we're on the same wavelength because I've been thinking about that I was like,
No, that was a bit. And,
Oh,
you,
okay.
and you are gay.
Well, all right, I was like, I was just talking to my roommates this morning, and my roommate was like, "Damn, dude," and I was like, and then I went into the bathroom to look at myself in the mirror, and I was like, "Fuck, I can't believe we already took the photos. I can't believe I wore long sleeves."
Took the photos like a week ago.
Yeah, no, it's been like a month almost.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
Man,
time's
time's
flying.
been flying by.
But anyway, I was getting ready to work this backbreaking construction work job, and I was like anxious about it. My mom was like, "Nick, it's gonna be fine. You love Legos." It's like that's not.
Go build a fucking house.
Go build a house. It's just like Legos.
Yeah.
I love my mom.
Go dig a fucking trench.
You know,
you
like-
fucking loser.
Like the plastic. that
Like
you have
like
fun with.
Bionicles.
Yeah. Go fucking tear your palms apart. Just lifting cinder blocks.
Mhm.
Just like shredding all the fucking skin off the back of your knuckles.
Yeah.
Just like Duplo.
You know how for a while they were making movies out of all the toys?
Like what?
Like Battleship.
Yeah,
and
Battleship was a
fucking-
weird one.
Yeah. How about Bionicles starring you and me?
There was Bionicle movies.
Was there live action Bionicle movies
Well, that would be
where men play the Bionicles?
what? No, of course there wasn't. Why would you want that?
Because we'd get to wear masks. It'd be fun.
But what would
I'd,
be
I'd
what,
have an axe.
what would be the Bionicle part?
Well, I don't know what the lore is. What was the lore?
There
of
was a
Bionicle
Bionicle show.
Were
That's
they
what it, there
were
was
they
a-
robots?
I don't know. Like I think they were actually like ancient. I think they just looked like robots because they were
Mhm.
Legos. I think they were ancient beings. There was a Bionicle show. I know this.
Yeah. Well,
don't
we're
know.
gonna be the Bionicles now.
All right, that seems impulsive.
No, I've thought it all out.
Brendan, you can't just rebrand as a Bionicle.
No, it's gonna be a film.
People are not going to like that.
No, I mean, look, the podcast is going pretty well. People like us.
Maybe we could
I think I've decided arbitrarily that we have heat in this town.
and we could be the live action Bionicles.
The Bionicle boys, Nick.
I don't even think they sell. I think the Bionicles aren't even sold anymore.
Yeah, well, they'll start selling them again after this movie. After
Are they
it's big.
Are they going to look like us?
Yeah, they're not gonna have the old faces. They're gonna have the mask as star faces.
This is the most undesirable toy that you have ever pitched, Brendan.
Of all my many
Of your many toys, this is the least desirable toy.
list your second least favorite toy I've ever pitched.
I know that there's one. I could say something really bad and make you look like a monster.
Wait, did I
This is even
actually
worse
pitch a
than when you
toy?
pitched realistic Polly Pocket.
I can't even imagine that.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
How about what if it was Polly Pocket Pussy?
Could be. Those could be 3 words that you say together.
But what would it mean?
What do you mean? What it mean?
I don't know. Is the pocket pussy small? Is my dick small?
I don't know. What do you mean?
I don't know.
Polly Pocket's definitely not of age, so I'm leaving this the fuck alone. But
what was Polly Pocket? I
Polly
forget.
Pocket was like this little girl.
Oh. Well, I'd like to back away from this,
You
but
can't.
I'm already kind of in it.
You
so,
threw it out there. Oh,
would you like to introduce a new topic of conversation?
Oh, buddy. I'm trying to think. I've really been toying with the idea of just like dying.
That would be good.
Because my house is really cold because it's all tile. So like at night when I get my house is like 40 degrees inside,
Mhm.
so I feel like I'm back on the East Coast. So I went out and I made 2 purchases this weekend. I bought a space heater for my room, and I bought the album "Ladies and Gentlemen, We're Floating in Space" by Spiritualized. Which, have you listened to that?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you would love it, dude. It's about the guy in the band. His girlfriend, who was in the band, broke up with him and started fucking the lead singer of The Verve, but then stayed
It's
in the
pretty
band
rude.
with him. Yeah, so he just made an album all about being mad at her, which must have been insane to perform with her, like explicitly, just like mad at her for breaking up with him and doing so much like trying to kill himself with heroin. And so I'm just like listening to this album. The space heater is cranked all the way up. I can't move from my bed. I'm like, I might as well be on heroin right now because I don't want to move and I kind of just want to fall asleep and let the space heater burn the house down. Like it was.
Oh, that's when
felt
you were
so-
texting me like I'm thinking about doing opiates, and then I'm just like I'm like out running errands. I just fire back like, do it, do it, pussy.
I am not thinking about doing opiates, but the space heater spiritualized combo. You're just like, yeah, I could get into hard drugs. I'm 2/3 of the way there.
You want to do hard drugs so bad.
I don't. You know what it is? I think that it's just like I don't. I definitely. I actually have really enjoyed being sober for as long as I have. Like even like every time we've been out, even to drink these past couple, like because I drank recently. We went out to Button Mash and I had a couple drinks and I just felt like shit the next day. I hated it. I like prefer sobriety by a long shot, but I think that just when I was young, I did a lot of hard drugs. So hard drugs and nostalgia are just like intertwined for me.
To you, you're just like youth.
Yeah, it's like the way that like our fathers look back fondly on like a game of catch.
Yeah.
That's me with just like whose pills are these? Mine now. Like that like that's a ball and a glove for me.
Yeah, I guess when I think about drinking, it really does excite, and it wouldn't be the same because there would be no one to do it with the way that I like to do it.
Right.
Like it's not like I'd be like, "Hey Nick, do you want to drink?" First of all, you'd be like, "No." But then even if I convinced you, you'd be like, "All right, we had a couple, we feel silly now."
Well, that's not.
and I would be like, "Well, we're out. We need to go get more."
Brandon, you've seen. I think here's the thing. I could say yes to this,
Mhm.
but I have to say yes in like 3 months. Like that's the next time I'll probably. I don't know why it's always like 3 months. And then you've seen me. I get
Yeah.
a little fucking sloppy.
You get pretty tuned up.
I get a little fucking tuned up.
You
dude.
disappear. You're all hunched over the phone.
Oh no! Fuck! I forgot. Man, I just texted everyone
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
because I was like, and then I just started deleting the text. There's nothing funnier than when like I get in the morning, I wake up to like 4 messages from 4 different ex-girlfriends, and I've deleted the conversation that preceded it. so I then just have to like decipher like what I texted them. Are we cool? Like should I respond?
It's just like the beginning of an RPG. You're like, who am I?
It is. It's a lot like the
I
beginning
know
of
I'm a
RPG.
prisoner.
And
You're
then you have
fucking on the cart into Skyrim. Ooh, who am I?
and you've got to pick which girlfriend you think you can like whichever girlfriend you still have the best like relationship with afterward, like from what you can gather from the text, that's like that's sort of like the journey, kind of like you know how in oh, what the fuck is it? It's not Alcahest. There's a Tim had me playing this game. Never mind. It doesn't matter. I'm so deep into this metaphor, but basically, you know how, like you pick in the beginning of Kingdom Hearts, you pick which power up you want, and that like determines like your character's skew for the rest of the game.
I don't know that, but okay, I got it.
Well, that's like whichever like girlfriend you respond to in the morning, that's your character. That's like your ability for the rest of the game. So
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
maybe I picked the Mickey Mouse staff.
Man,
Sorry, I know that like it made sense. It totally made sense. You threw out RPG, I fucking ran
yeah.
with
Which woman is your path now?
it. Well, none of them are my path. It's just like it's indicative of like my personality, I guess. Because I can't be fucking returning to that shit.
I loved how at some point during that night you managed to fuck up on your phone so badly you deleted all your contacts, which would have been perfect if it had remained that way, and then somehow you like got them back off the cloud just in time for ruin.
I'm so charismatic. I'm so charismatic. I can talk my phone into giving my contacts back.
Come on, give me them back. Give
Come
me
on.
back every number of every girl I ever met online.
Damn, that is what dude, I just had.
You ever look through like the do you name all the girls? Like I always put the last name, like what app I met them off of, until
No.
I know their last, like unless we meet up. So then sometimes I'll just look at my phone and it's like, because it's from the time I'm 18 till now, and it's
Right.
like 50 women with like the last names Tinder or OkCupid or Bumble.
Right.
And I'm just like, who even were these people? What were these conversations? I didn't meet up with most of them.
I just reinstalled Tinder and I was like looking back at like conversations that I had, like, and I was just like, who the fuck? Like, I don't even. It was like seeing my past lives like in a crystal ball. I'm just like, I have no recollection. Like some of these girls I met up with, I have no recollection of it, and I wasn't drinking.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know? It's so weird.
First dates are so easy to forget unless they're fucking bonkers.
One of these girls I saw like twice.
Mhm.
So, and I don't remember anything about her. Which that sounds bad. That's not what I mean. It's not that. It was just that I think I have a tendency to like whatever rejection I'm sure that I felt, and probably rightfully so. I probably just like blocked it out right
Mhm.
after. Where I just like erase these huge chunks of my life. You know, it's not good. But I got a text this morning, weirdly enough, from a girl I used to sleep with. This is from a very different time in my life, and she was like, I went to like this it's like she went to like this Eyes Wide Shut convention in like the Masonic. She was like, it
What?
took up 8 floors. I used to be a very, very different person. It took up 8 floors of this like Masonic temple, which is so insane.
Wait, you went to an Eyes
No,
Wide-
she
Oh,
did.
she did.
She did. I used to be into stuff like this, and she sent me this. She's like, I got spanked in front of like 50 people, and she sent me a picture of like all the bruises like down her like legs and back. And I texted back. I was like, dude, I grew out of this. It's like this is what are you fucking 12? Like this is so stupid.
Man.
Should I not be sharing that?
No,
Like,
no,
what?
that's fine. It's just bumming me out. I'm imagining like what if what if I fall in love with someone and they tell me a story like that someday? I'd have
it
to
would
kill
bum you out.
myself.
Like, dude, adults who are still into BDSM blows my mind because for me, it has the same association as like listening to like My Chemical Romance. Like, you have the mind of a 15-year-old if you still love that shit.
I've never been into BDSM. I just like I don't know. I'm not.
I don't even know that I really.
Do I have to be sex positive, Nick?
No, I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know, dude. Like, you can if you think something's not for you, it's not for you for sure.
But I think some things aren't for anyone.
No, it's not your place to make. Why you shouldn't give a shit about what other people do.
I'm trying to be funny.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Well, yeah, I agree.
But
And-
you know, deep down, sex makes me uncomfortable.
yeah, I mean that's not good either. We got to get you out of that.
No, repression is good.
Okay, well,
Mhm.
you know that that's not true.
No, it's fine.
I don't know. I'm like, it's just, I don't even know if I feel like I just did it because I was like, I don't think I have enough. I was like,
Well, I don't have enough dick to just do it regular style.
whoa, that's not where I was going.
Well, that would be me if I got into BDSM.
Oh, okay. I was just like, I feel like I'm a nondescript person. I need another thing, right? You're just like adding things to your like personality.
Oh, that's like
chart.
your identities. You're like,
Yeah,
I'm,
it's
I'm the dark boy who I don't know.
Dude, I know you're right. I was so into being the dark boy.
The dark.
Dude, this idea of the dark boy, man. I romanticize the shit out of that. There's so much music that I can't even listen to anymore
Mm-hmm.
because I was in dark boy mode.
Yeah, music is for teenagers, Nick.
That's not true.
Nah, it's fucking. An adult sits and listens to the news or the ball game. An adult man sits with a nice portable radio, fucking D batteries in it, and he listens to the ball game.
I actually love listening to the ball. I used to climb out of my grandparents' roof and listen to the Orioles. Just a nice summer
That
memory.
sounds nice.
It was nice. I am afraid now that like everything that I like now, like the way that I'm able to so transparently see through like loving bands like Every Time I Die or whatever when I was like 18, like is this gonna happen with me in 5 years when I just look back at all my jazz records that I have now? Where it's just like you were trying to do something here, Nick. You were really trying to manifest some sort of like sophisticated person.
Yeah, I've been thinking about selling my record just because I never listened to them.
Give them to me.
No, but I could get money for them.
You tell me what I see the condition of these records. Tell me, take them to Amoeba, get a quote, which they'll be annoyed if you like take them after you do that. But take them to Amoeba, get a quote, tell me what they'll give you, and I'll make you a better offer.
I will think about that.
Or let me just like look through and pay you for some of them.
I will consider this.
Great, I'm glad we worked this out.
Or I
on the
will
cast.
burn them all in front of you. No,
I'm
I'm just trying to make this a
Yeah,
bit now.
look, Brendan, these are all very common records. You have very entry level taste. I would give this collection I'll give you a C
You
minus.
bitch.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's not like my record collection. Do you have any imported records
I don't
from
know.
Japan? Oh, my dick is so much bigger than yours.
I'm just imagining you like touring, like bringing a girl home and like touring her through your records.
Oh, my, dude, I was talking with Pierce. And your records aren't even in plastic. I don't even want these fucking things. But I was talking with Pierce. It's so brutal because he collects laser discs and shit, and I collect record. And I was just like, yeah, man, I'm like, I've been like curating my collection, but like, you know, I'm like, why am I like nobody sees it? Like, why do I love collecting things? And he goes, because what if a girl comes over? And I go, oh my God, you're right.
Yeah, especially if like she notices and asks.
They never do. This is we were talking about this. This is the saddest thing about having a collection is like you spend time curating you're like I've got to make sure I have enough like international like world records. I've got to make sure I have enough hip hop. I've got enough like metal. I have to have like a perfectly balanced collection so that when people come over, they'll like marvel at. And then like people like literally come into my room and they see I've got like a shelf of like great records, and people are just like, nice bed, cool bed. That's not even the centerpiece of who I am. It's these
Don't you see
records.
my identity up on the shelf there?
Yeah, it's totally mental illness. Like the level where like I'll just be like I'll get OCD about my collection where I'm just like I have too many rock and roll records and I have to sell some of them and replace them with like 80s synth pop so that I'm a more balanced human being.
You're fucking just like lifting weights in front of your records.
That's what I do. I put a record on and I lift weights.
That sucks, dude.
No, it doesn't, Brendan. It's actually great. It's
It's
called
very good.
Yeah, it's great. Oh yeah, you will never shame me about
Yeah.
about refining.
Well,
my
the
body.
problem is that your hobbies aren't fucking weird enough. I remember when I was collecting taxidermy, girls fucking asked about that.
Well, I don't want to collect fucking taxidermy, dude.
Nah, it's fun. You bring a girl over. They're like, "Is that a
You collected taxidermy?
yeah?
What kinds?
Like they come over and I'd be like, would you like to see my frogs?
Oh wait, that's right. Though I remember the frogs, dude.
Yeah.
Holy shit! What were they doing? They were like
They were-
having a barbecue.
They were in a band.
They were in a band.
They were all playing in a band. And the funny thing is, like, it was the strangest like collection of instruments. It was drummer, saxophone, upright bass, singer, the classic band.
That's that could be a pretty good band, dude. I'm thinking about that sound. That might be the sound we've been looking for.
Yeah. Let's see. I had that. I had a deer.
Just like a head.
Yeah.
I mean, that's common. That's
Yeah.
entry level taxidermy.
That's entry level taxidermy.
That's the in the airplane over the sea of taxidermy.
Yeah. Did we have anything else? I forget. I feel like we may have had a bird or something at some point.
All
But
right, you know what, Brendan, you didn't collect taxidermy. You have oversold this. You had You had maybe
I had a
3
child's bones.
You had a child. Well, we are gonna get those.
We are gonna
That
get
will be
those.
sick.
That has been established. Recurring bit
But yeah, dude.
is we're gonna buy a child skeleton one bone at a time, so
Will
they
it
can never
be-
track us down.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to make. This kind of goes back to what I was talking about in the beginning. I would love to kind of make like a Voltron out of like child bones, just like the
Mhm.
Ultimate Child, and then just be like,
Yeah.
it would be so sick to build the Ultimate Child. Just be like, think we could get some skin on it? Like just maybe just like be like, could we make this a real boy? Like,
Mhm.
there has to be. They gene edited a baby in China. I'm pretty sure we can make a boy.
I'm pretty sure. I'm imagining it's like every bone just twice. So
So he's just longer.
well, it's basically it's gonna be like like back to Legos. When you'd make you'd finish the X-wing or whatever you were making, and then they always give you like a couple extra parts in case like some of the things are missing,
Yeah.
or like to make the other different designs that are on the back of the box. But then you would just add those to the one that you made. You'd use all the pieces.
Right.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
that's us with our boy.
I love that.
Mm-hmm. We'd be
Our-
like, all right, so he has four femurs. His legs are very long.
Yeah, that could be cool.
Yeah, he's just like a very tall, long boy.
I get worried though. If we did bring this boy to life, our folly could be creating a boy too powerful for us to control. If he just like
What if he was like, just like a great third mic?
that would be awesome. If we made a third mic for our podcast out of fucking dead bones.
I think okay, so definitely if you try to buy a whole child skeleton, people are gonna be like, well, we're gonna keep an eye on you.
Yeah.
But if you buy one child bone from each vendor on Earth who sells them, that's untraceable basically.
Why is that untraceable versus the other way?
Because, you buy a whole skeleton at once, people are like, they have a child skeleton. You buy a fucking tibula from one guy and a fucking skull from another, you put it all together at home. Everyone's just, it's like, you're making meth. You don't buy it all at the same store.
I get my inclination, and this could be a wrong inclination. This could be, would be to just get in in and out quickly. I don't want on my receipts to be like, oh well, Nick has made 200 purchases from
different bone outlets.
from different fucking what would you even call it? What would you call them? I guess a
Imagine
bone
just-
outlet.
Yeah, what are the eBay stores called? Harold's Bones.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Let's see, the Bone Zone. That'd be pretty crass.
The bone zone would be they would not get away. That would be these are dead bodies.
Yeah.
Have a little bit of respect.
Yeah, most of them would just be like medical supplies, curiosities.
Yeah.
There's-
It is funny how like it is always like a curiosity. Just like
Ooh, what is that?
yeah.
Fucking skin.
just like I've never seen a skeleton and be like, I'm getting a little curious.
There's
I'm
a store on
starting to
Magnolia
feel-
that is selling a damn
I'm
skeleton.
starting to feel a little like Sherlock Holmes right now looking at this
Yeah.
skeleton.
Like, how do those stores even? How do they stay open? Those stores where you go and it's just some like goth chick behind the counter and they sell like a Victorian hand mirror with a spooky face in it.
It's gotta be family money, right? Just like
Yeah, yeah.
like it has to. Those stores have to be hemorrhaging money. Any special? I feel like no one's actually making money. No business is making money.
Certainly not us.
It couldn't be. If I'm not making money, how could anybody else be? How could?
Well, Nick, you are making money
Yeah, I guess I am.
all
making a
at
little-
once,
Yeah.
every 6 months or whatever.
Well, I mean, that's not true. I've been working some jobs.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm
oh,
gonna start
yeah.
working at an escape room.
That'd be cool.
That could be fun.
Mhm.
I get to be the master.
Yeah,
I just get to-
it'll be like Saw for you.
that would be all, dude. I would love to work in an escape room, and even if they get it right, I just keep them locked in the room. I make them answer my questions.
They go to your escape room and they just find a gun.
I would love to lock. I'd love to maybe if I don't know, maybe like a school trip. See if I can I don't want to. I
Your-
don't
your
even know if I
boss-
want to go where I'm going.
Your boss comes in and it's just the Stanford prison experiment again.
I would love to Stanford Prison Experiment like
A bunch of like drunk Silver Lake guys.
yeah, or you know like the personal assistants of like producers in Hollywood, something like that. See if I can make them all fuck.
Yeah, get everyone in the escape room to fuck.
Yeah, That would be
The
awesome.
last key to the puzzle is inside that man's ass.
yeah. You got to dig deep.
Mm-hmm. You got to dig deep in that man's ass.
It's like
to
it's,
escape.
It's like it's in his ass. He's like, wow, I guess this is a really good escape room. That's like awesome.
I mean, it's Hollywood perverts. They're probably like, yeah, this is what we want.
Yes. Movie, man. I want to go. Like, I keep seeing. I don't know what the fuck it is. I think it's in Las Vegas. There's a billboard on. Is it on Sunset? Maybe it's on Melrose. It's on one of the big streets, and it's. I think it's for a hotel, but it's like a woman, and she's in like a beautiful like pink like sort of like Alice in Wonderland. Look at she's got like a crazy dress on, and she's like listening to a wall, and then there's like on the other side is like a much darker room where there's like I think there's a man who's blindfolded. It looks very like 50 Shades of Grey. I wish I could remember what the name of it was, and it just says even more rooms added or like more rooms than ever. And I'm like, is this an escape room or is this just like an out in the open like advertisement for like some fucking weird shit?
I don't know. Yo, I saw a fucking weird ad on the way home today.
What?
It just said like it just said how many troops are currently patrolling the border. And then it was like a URL for where you can like see a live feed of the troops at the border.
Oh my god. Where the fuck are my tax dollars? Well, not my tax dollars, but where the fuck are some people's tax dollars going?
Yeah, it's I think it was called like liveborder.com or something like that. I don't know why would they advertise this, who it's for.
Maybe it's like an AR game. Maybe this is
Maybe.
actually for maybe it's,
Yeah, this is Cloverfield. It was on Hollywood Way.
How sick would it be
Or
if people
Avenue.
start tuning into this feed and then just like little gremlins come out and start eating the troops? That would be a great ARG, dude.
That would be pretty sick.
It's like JJ,
We should
you're
do a
back.
Coward Hour ARG.
We should do a Coward Hour ARG.
Yeah.
But it's just like we just like post like every night we have a stream of you sleeping. And
So
like
stream of me sleeping. One of the clues, you have to like go get a prescription for Zoloft, and like it's like under the label.
I would love to do like a stream of you sleeping and just like on like no one would stick with it, but on like the third night around like 4 a.m. just like have your closet open and there's just like a man with long fingers standing in the closet. How sick would that be?
He's just standing. Yeah, that'd be cool.
That would be awesome, dude.
I should. That would be a funny.
Something
thing.
about a man. One of the things I'm so consistently, my brain scares me with consistently is the idea of a man with long fingers.
Yeah, long fingers. That's no good.
Long fingers scare the shit out of me.
That stinks. You don't want a
No.
long fingered man. This would be a funny, like, mentally ill thing to do. Is just start Facebook living me sleeping every night. Like,
Yeah, do it. You should do that.
Yeah, just start streaming tonight and be like, "All right, everybody, I'm going to bed. Good night," and then just lay down and like have it be like night vision,
Yeah.
so they can see me there like with the glowing eyes.
Do you know what I did in my? This is distressing. Speaking of being like things in the middle of the night. So a couple nights ago, do you see this on my finger?
Yeah. What is
It's
that?
better than it was. So I just woke myself up because I swung my arm out and sliced the first 3 layers of skin off of my middle finger. I don't know
Sliced
why.
it off what?
The side of my dresser. It's healed a lot because I put like a bunch of shit on it, but like literally blood. There's blood like on my bed. It was just like streaming down my
Oh,
hand.
you just woke up fighting?
I woke up swinging. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. And I'm just like, well, this can't. Because I have no way of preventing that from happening again.
You're gonna have to go to bed wearing gloves and shit.
Oh my god, this is
Wearing
gonna
big
be.
mittens.
This sucks. That's what they do. That's like what they have to do for some like people who are like violently autistic. They have to like strap them into bed.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
and that's you now.
It's not me now.
Enjoy it, bitch.
Because like I really
You're
wasn't-
someone's project boy.
Dude, it fucked so much shit up because like I wasn't like it made doing pull-ups hard. I ruined my bed sheets and my clothes because of all the blood. And then I went out with Tom to get like burgers and I tried to and the grease just like seeped into like my finger. Just like my finger was just like full of like painful hot grease because of the wound.
Oh no.
Yeah, and like Life can't keep throwing me these curveballs
Where you just have new illnesses where you
where my arm
sleep fight.
Yeah, where I just like try to kill myself like 3 chunks of skin at a time.
Yeah. Next night it's the next finger. Every night a new finger.
I'm gonna wrap everything in bubble wrap.
That would be good, I think. Or just glue. You should just like encase yourself in glue, a protective layer of glue.
I meant the furniture.
Oh.
I thought I was gonna wrap myself in. That would kill
Wrap
me.
your body.
And then you said that glue would be smarter.
Yeah.
Well, what the fuck, Brendan?
You know, like Elmer's glue.
No, I know. Well, that wasn't the part I was confused. I wasn't like, what do you mean by glue? I was like,
Fill in all your pores.
okay.
Yeah.
I guess that would solve some of my problems.
You're in Hollywood now. What do you need? Pores? You want to be a smooth boy.
They do hate pores in Hollywood.
Pores are bad.
It is gonna be sick when I have enough money to get all my pores removed. Just
Yeah?
be like real life airbrushed.
Is that what Bruce Lee did? Then he fucking died?
What?
Didn't he die of like heat exhaustion because he had like his like sweat glands removed and shit?
I have no idea. I thought that he died from an accident on set.
Wasn't that Jet Li?
No.
No,
Jet
no.
Li's alive. No. Because Bruce Lee, because his family is cursed. Because and his son Brandon Lee also died from an accident on set in The Crow. There's a whole documentary about the Lee family curse. Wait, what the fuck are you talking about? You're just
What am I
he
talking
had
about?
his pores removed?
I thought someone had like their like.
No, I
Fuck.
mean someone.
I
there's
must
that-
have this wrong.
there is a woman. Well, this is in the movie. Is it in Goldfinger where the woman dies because the paint clogs her pores up? The gold paint.
I
And
think so.
I think that maybe also happened in real life. He had his pores removed.
Not all of them. I thought he had like Botox in his armpits or something.
Watch this
weird.
be the one thing that you're right about.
You know
like,
what?
watch
I'm
the-
actually gonna
you
fact
gotta
check this.
Google what happened to Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee has sweat glands removed. Google is recommending it.
Oh, it's definitely you're gonna get a Snopes right away.
The History Channel. Okay.
The history. well,
Bruce Lee
fuck
had his
me.
sweat glands removed. Is that what killed him? Okay, a government inquest concluded that the martial arts movie icon died from an aspirin allergy. That doesn't fit the facts.
Well, wait, why would you have your sweat? You need to sweat.
Yeah, you need to sweat, but I think he had like weird body image problems.
What the fuck, dude?
Damn.
That means
This
that
is
he's,
the first time ever that
you have been right.
I've made a claim.
and it's the wildest claim.
a
by
very
far.
wild claim.
How the fuck did you pull that one off?
I think it was like a Reddit comment or something.
Reddit is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody go on Reddit. There's only good stuff on there.
There's good stuff on there. You can find new beliefs to believe in.
There's every day.
There's,
there's a new fucking depth of beliefs.
There's very specific porns.
Yeah, you like going on Reddit for the porn.
Yeah, I have a nice little routine. You know, I go to the r/not safe for work. That's the pictures. You know, that's like a nice little it's like a nice little before dinner cocktail.
Right.
Then you go to the r/NSFW_gifs,
Oh, there you go.
and that's like the appetizer.
Uh-huh.
And then you go to r/pornvids. That's the meal, baby.
I used to go to sometimes I liked it and sometimes it was just funny. I don't know if it's still a subreddit, but there's a Reddit called Big Labs. Do you know what it is?
No, what is it?
That's big labias, dude.
Oh,
Big labs.
I thought it was large dogs.
No, that's like the joke. I think people, but yeah, no.
Oh,
it's-
okay.
It's
Big labia.
listen. I'm very body positive. I love all kinds of labs. It's great.
Yellow labs,
Yellow labs, black labs,
black labs.
whatever. I mean,
That's
black and chocolate lab. That kind of
Yeah.
we got a little redundant.
I like big brown labs.
All right. We are body positive.
Body
all labs
positive.
welcome. All labs matter. That's definitely the new. I'm making that subreddit tonight.
All labs. matter.
r/all labs matter.
Yeah, it is funny how like people turn that into like keep calm and carry on. We're just like, oh, we can make it about tennis. Or like, whatever you want.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
Keep calm and carry on.
Keep calm and carry on.
The big one for all was keep calm. What the fuck was keep calm and chive on? What the fuck was
I
that?
think wasn't the Chive a website?
Was it?
Yeah, it was like a website that people liked. I think it was like, wasn't it like 9gag or something like that, where it was just like it was user submitted content.
No, I didn't know. Is that what that was though?
I don't know. What is the Chive? All right, we're gonna do another.
Brendan has started Googling, and it's like, how did it take us like what 17 episodes to just start using the damn computer?
Oh yeah, this is just like it's memes. People bought merch for a website of memes.
Yeah,
Jesus
fuck, I guess it was,
Christ.
dude.
Jesus fucking, I'm fucking steamed.
It's despicable.
All right.
I don't know, man.
Nick, do you have anything to plug?
No, I'll do my plugs when we get closer to me being back on the East Coast.
Nice.
Wait, hang on. No, I don't have anything to plug. Yeah, no.
You don't?
Nope.
All right. Hold on. I think I have some shit. Next Wednesday, I am on a show. I don't know where it is. I think it's in Burbank, but I don't know. Brent Weinbach's on it. Find me on Facebook or something.
Oh my god. That was a great plug.
Great plug.
Why do we even plug
Call me on the phone.
why do we even plug? We should just give out our cell phone numbers. We should just plug our cell phone numbers at the end of every podcast.
Yeah. I should just we should just give people GPS coordinates. You can
Yeah.
fucking geocache us, and if you get there before anyone else, you get to fucking suck our dicks.
DM me for my long lats, and I should that's if you DM me with your address, and I will send you our respective coordinates. That'll be sick.
Yeah. That'll be good.
See you later, make a baby, lead her on in
That's
peace.
it.
Only time I give a fuck is for my own release. That's why I own these streets. Straight up, portfolio showing growth. Fuck a pay cut. Yeah, you know I stay slut. Catch me in the spot, lubing up for the self suck. Oh fuck, I busted already. I'm coming bucket so heavy. My dream of cream coming steady. Now my mouth open, I'm ready. I'm talking solo heavy petting on a Friday night. Not talking bashing the bishop, more like Nantucket's delight. I'm taking all the time I need to do it just right.